It's Monday evening, April 15th, 2024, and we have a dust storm that developed. It has been developing over in Kansas. Hill City, Kansas has a blowing dust advisory in effect until 8 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time. The National Weather Service tells us people should be prepared for brown-out conditions along with a reduction in visibility down to a quarter mile at times. They have not issued a dust storm warning as of now. There is a blowing dust advisory in effect, however, along with a severe weather threat. The National Weather Service tells us that for tomorrow, the blowing dust forecast is complex, as it usually is. So, first of all, in order to have a high concentration of dust, you need to have a steep lapse rate within the first 2 kilometers of the atmosphere, but a more stable atmosphere above those first 2 kilometers. This will keep the higher concentrations of dust towards the surface and will prevent it from going well up into the atmosphere. So you need a unstable air mass on the lower towards the surface. Stable would be about 6.5 degrees Celsius, a drop in 6.5 degrees Celsius per is that kilometer? Per whatever the standard is. And if the lapse rate is 9, which I believe it's 9 degrees Celsius, so that's a very steep lapse rate, that's when the dust gets blown up into the atmosphere. But then between 2 and 2.5 kilometers up, the the lapse rate drops below 5 degrees Celsius. So that would be the ideal conditions. The National Weather Service in Goodland, Kansas is telling us that places south of Interstate 70 will have those types of conditions, along with places south of Interstate 70 have the least chance for precipitation for tomorrow. They tell us any area which will receive rain will not have any blowing dust at all for tomorrow. So you really have to have no rain. That's the conditional. The blowing dust for tomorrow is conditional. But if it should occur, then one would think it's going to be massive. High wind warnings are in effect across that area for wind gusts of 65 miles per hour, even higher than that. The blowing dust threat is for areas by the Colorado River eastward.